Y'all tired of me yet? Let me turn down the TV. How's everybody's weekend? Is it good? What time is it? Why am I hot? My parents turn down the AC or turn it up when I'm not here. And then, do you want to see what they put above the thermostat? Their picture. Hello, Ellen. It says it's 68. God, I wonder I'm hot. Maybe because I keep heating up my coffee. Have y'all been watching the Sunday morning show? Well, maybe some people have gone to church, unlike myself, because it's Labor Day weekend. Amos is still asleep. Little Thomas and my husband are out surfing. Russell is probably in his bed eating popcorn. And Blair had a friend spend the night, and they're downstairs eating muffins. Hey, Jennifer Jolly. But anyway, I've been watching this. Oh my God, I wish I was having hot flashes, but I'm not. I've been watching this Sunday morning show, and it's so good. So I was like, I'm just going to give them a little tidbit. Also, I want to have oh God, they've got John Edwards on TV. Here's John Kerry talking about running. Okay, John Kerry is 74. I don't have anything against people that are 74. And he lives on Martha's Vineyard, but he claims that he needs to run because we need him. I just don't know if that's true. Stick your head in the freezer for a few minutes. Well, that's a good idea. Anyway, and let me tell you something. None of y'all send me any scathing messages. I don't want to hear it. I don't care what you think. I mean, I do if it's nice. But God, I'm so tired of being scolded. The more people that follow me, the more people don't understand me. They'll be like, you're not being nice. I know that. Who said I was nice? Not nice. I mean, you can't always be nice. Anyway, this light is bad. I'm getting blinded from the ocean. I know. That's the point. Anyway, I mean, like, if I'm going to talk about John Edwards, how am I going to be nice? John Edwards had children. Is that nice? Anyway. Now, this is nice. So Microsoft out in, California. I want to be nice, Sarah. But I'm not going to lie. Or not say it. Anyway. I mean, how does somebody from Martha's Vineyard really know what everybody needs? It's hard for me to believe that. But anyway, call me crazy. Okay, so Microsoft hires people with autism, and they have a woman that's profoundly deaf, and she's like changed the whole interview process because she was like, this is an untapped resource. Anyway, that was just so fun to see this morning. I would encourage anyone to watch that. And they have a conference. They've had 2 so far, where all these companies come together and meet. Did you see that, Lisa? Oh, I've already Googled the person's name and sent him an email and said, I want to come to the conference next year. Anyway, I just think that's so cool. And not just autism, truthfully, but young adults with developmental disabilities. It's really hard to know what they're going to do in life. Work. Anyway, parents really need that. So just going to point that out. The other thing that was on was Leon Bridges. Gosh, have y'all heard him? Holy crap, how did I miss him? He sings that song about the river, which I had heard. Looks like Jesus is going to come snatch me and take me to heaven. You don't want that to happen yet. Leon Bridges. If you have not heard him, he's real good. He's almost as good as the people at Aretha Franklin's funeral. Okay, no. Let's go with me here for a minute. Don't have a big fuss. Let's have a funeral competition. Aretha versus John McCain. What do you think? Who was in Raleigh Monday night? I think Donald Trump was in Raleigh. I saw Dan Forrest tweeting his picture, Lord help us. Oh, God, there's Grandpa. I can't hide from all my neighbors sit and watch these live videos, and they act like they're busy, but they're not. So Aretha versus John McCain. John McCain had more presidents, past presidents, at his funeral, if that matters to you. It doesn't really matter to me. But yes, Aretha had all that music. Gosh, she had... Drew liked Meghan McCain's speech. Drew, are you trying to make me mad? It's working. So I called out Meghan McCain yesterday. Everybody was in a... Golly, I've gotten more messages over that. And I said she wasn't crying. She was shaking. How can you compare those funerals? Well, I can. One was 7 hours and one was 8. Whenever you get into funerals that last over, let's say, 6 hours, you can compare them. Just my opinion. You don't have to compare them, but I'm going to, Jennifer. Now, Meghan McCain, this was on national television, so go with me here. This is not like I was spying into a graveyard saying something about somebody. Pretend for a minute that Meghan McCain was at a normal funeral with 80 people. True. With 80 people. No contest. John McCain is a warrior. Yes, but he had a very publicized funeral yesterday. So did Aretha Franklin. I don't care what y'all say. His funeral was on TV and lasted 7 hours. So I'm comparing it. If you don't want me to, just turn me off. Now, she wasn't at a normal funeral. Yes, so Drew, are you saying her performance had to do with the funeral where she was? I don't think it should. I think if you're going to speak at your dad's funeral, you would say the same thing that you said if there were 30 people there. And truthfully, I didn't even hear what she said. I was so undone by the way she said it. She was doing this. And there were no tears. That defies biology. So maybe we all show grief in different ways, but if you sob without tears, you're not really crying. I will die saying that. I don't care about her composure. I don't care about any of that. She was fake crying. If she had been really crying, gang, go on with your bad self. That's fine. I can't take the fake crying. I didn't even hear what she said. I didn't even know she existed. I have nothing against her. But I can't take anybody. I don't care who it is. Nobody did that at Aretha Franklin's funeral, which I didn't watch, but I'm going to watch it now. Now, Bill Clinton spoke at Aretha Franklin's funeral. I guess that's, did I just say wedding? I guess that's why he didn't get to talk to John McCain's. Ariana Grande, Smokey Robinson? I didn't know Smokey Robinson was still alive. Gosh. Yeah, I think she was fake. I don't know anything about Aretha Franklin. I mean, I like her music. But I mean, you'll have to notice that Ariana Grande was groped, by the bishop, and he apologized. He said he got carried away. I like that he at least apologized. Lord knows everybody I know would be like, oh, I did not do that. No, ha, 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 ha. His daughter. A normal funeral is no more than an hour. I know. Anyway. And then these people, so this lady sends me a message today. And she says, Meghan McCain has gotten death threats because of what she said. A friend of her family had told her this. He thought Ariana Grande was a Taco Bell menu item. That might be the best thing. I have to disagree with you. We all cried differently. She didn't cry, though, Connie Mashburn. You know, if you watch these crime shows, they always say, there were no tears. So clearly, it's a very big trigger for something. Do I hear Amos? Anyway, y'all can disagree with me. But one thing I've learned, my friend Mary Scott has told me, you can't tell me how I feel. And that's how I feel. So you people cannot tell me how I feel. And I won't tell you how you feel, but you can't tell me how I feel. So there. Now, I'm moving on from that. Let's talk about death threats. She was having to hold it together. Drew, she loved being on that stage. I mean, she was on a stage. Oh, I can't take it. Now, death threats. Death threats are it's like a new coin phrase to yell when you get caught doing something. Now, Meghan McCain didn't do anything wrong. I don't know why she's getting death threats. Watch Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan? Gosh. Anyway, Chaka Khan. I didn't say she didn't love being on stage, but she had to deliver the speech. Her dad wanted her to. I just think her brother did a lot better, Drew. Just me. Just what I think. I think if she would have delivered that message without all that chest heaving, it would have been better. She has been on a national talk show. Yeah, it's not like she's not used to crowds. I will say again, if as a 15-year-old I could stand up in front of a sea of people and speak at my own brother's funeral and not put on such a display, she should have been able to do. I will always say that. There may have been medication involved. She did say that in her book, she almost overdosed on Xanax the day of the election. Do people take Xanax? Where do you get it? God. She is a drama queen, even on Fox and The View. Yeah, see, I know nothing about her. I have no, hidden agenda. Anyway, I really don't. Other people might, but not me. Now, let's talk about death threats. So, how can we make comments about her character? Who knows anything about her character? I don't know anything about character. She might have wonderful character. Oh no, that's not cool. What? I don't think it's particularly cool to dishonor others. I'm not dishonoring her. I mean, I don't know how y'all even like me. She was fake crying. That's not dishonoring. That's just pointing out something, like she was picking her nose or she vomited on stage. Anyway, Lord help us all. Bill Clinton was smacking gum. Is that dishonoring him? Smacky, smack, smack. Laura Bush fell asleep. I thought, there's Meghan McCain right there. I mean, she looks pissed at the funeral. Anyway, I wouldn't want to be remembered as being pissed. It's just me. Now, are y'all tired of talking to her yet? This whole death threat, and he yawned really big. I know in Laura Bush's eye, one eye was closed. I think sometimes when people get that, Botox stuff, their eyes do like this. Everyone grieves in their own way. Fake crying. I want you to think about all these men lately that have killed their families. Like that guy. He didn't cry. Was he grieving in his own way? Who? Fake crying. They were exhausted from a 24-hour service. Now, I believe that. Laura Bush. Look.
Appropriation of those who live lives of comfort and privilege while he suffered and served.
So much about politics.
I just think that was a show. Anyway, I don't know how to fake cry. Okay, now, y'all clearly can't talk about anything else. Do you want to talk about the fact that there's one company making washboards still? I was referring to McCain, not you. You're gold. Oh, that's not true, but I'll take it. Who's texting me? Y'all quit texting me. Washboards. Robin Sutton, quit sending me photos. It might have been a show, but she didn't speak untruths. So there you go, Drew. I totally agree with you. So I think what happens is, and this happens a lot in our country, when people think that the message is being attacked, they'll defend what really happened. I don't think her behavior had anything to do with her message. So I'm not saying that her message wasn't right at all. I just don't like her. So I don't like how she acted. But it's funny, people will defend her because they're worried. I'm not secretly going after her message. I have no, agenda. I think that's what might be happening here. I agree. She can use a funeral as a platform, Elizabeth. I don't care if she does or not. I just don't like fake crying. I don't, it's the same reason. I don't care if somebody's a Republican or a Democrat. If you act like that, I'm just going to call you out. You remember recently somebody said to me, I called out who was it? A Republican who was acting bad. I can't remember who it was. And I said, and this woman commented, well, I hope you would do that if it were a Democrat. And I was like, I am a Republican? Isn't that funny? Like, you're not allowed to do it. It's not like some club I have to be a part of and have to protect at all costs. Anyway, I'm not in that club. Anything else? Any washboards? Y'all want a washboard? This company makes them, and they send them to troops with directions, and they're free. She's grieving the death of her father. Oh my gosh. She is grieving. She was fake crying. How many visible tears would have been enough? 2. We should not call out a woman giving eulogies. If I were at the funeral and it was private, I agree with you. But when you go on national television, the rules are over. I mean, even the law says so, right? I'll never concede defeat unless I meet Meghan McCain and she can tell me, and I can see her actually do that. Better school lunches. I know somebody sent me a picture from Wilson. For breakfast, they had Frosted Flakes. Robin Lee Sutton. Are you sending me photos? It keeps popping up. Robin Lee Sutton is, I think it just keeps showing up. Okay. Drew Lockridge said, let's just stop and all go order this teacher some pencils. Okay, do y'all see Drew Lockridge? He needs pencils. And he has that company, Glitter Beard. What is it, Drew? Glitter Beard Custom. He made me that good not mug. I like hairdressing people's comments head on without fear of hurting anyone's feelings. I cried a bucket of tears when my father died. I would hope no one judged my crying as fake. They couldn't have, because you just said there were tears. Customs, Glitter Beard Customs. Oh, Lord help us. Y'all are exhausting me. Okay, now, the death threats. So the lawyer, the lawyer that said the droves of teachers were, returning their school supplies. And if y'all don't know that, you're way off. He says he's been receiving death threats in the letter he wrote to my husband to tattle on me. And he said he was going to get an injunction against my videos, but he hasn't yet. I mean, if the Ku Klux Klan can make videos, clearly they can't get an injunction against me. I'm not evil. I mean, some of y'all might think I am, but I'm not. Now, I can send you pencils. Oh, Lord, Betsy, send Drew a pencil. Pour your feelings into sending me school supplies. Everyone that feels judged. I mean, y'all are so sensitive. Golly, how do you even function? Oh, there's my new favorite person watching. Babysat my little people. Tanya, I love you. Now, it's not crying unless they're actual tears. Kimberly Combs, thank you. And I hope you're a Republican that says that. I'd like some Republicans to come to my rescue, because clearly it's only Democrats that agree with me, because they hate Trump. I don't care if Trump is your own father. Anyway, bleh. Now, the lawyer said he got death threats. Do you remember last year when, and you know who else said they got death threats? That naughty boy from Raleigh that was mean to the Meredith person. Drew, you're not coming to save me. I don't believe you. You just want pencils. The that boy on Bumble from Raleigh that was mean to the woman that works at Meredith, I'm a Democrat and I agree with you. I love you, Jennifer. So nice. A parent wrote their child's name on every crayon. Shut the F up, Christy Lockhart. Please send me a message. You're allowed to send me a message. Now, y'all are distracting me. Oh, Bumble did a Instagram story on it. Isn't that interesting? But that family said he's getting death threats. Do y'all really just think that people are actually getting real death threats? Well, let's go over some stuff. Now, you know who gets death threats? Kim Jong-un. I bet he gets death threats. Ain't no lawyer from Chowan County getting death threats from teachers and that life is in danger. And if you say that you feel like your life is in danger, you're lying. You know who else got death threats last year? They said they did. I mean, a death threat is not, if I could get a hold of him, I'd string him up. I mean, that is not a death threat. That's just people in North Carolina being sassy pants. Remember last year when the people were taking photos of teachers when y'all were, all the teachers were marching downtown and people were having a beer? Have I gotten death threats? Yeah, that lawyer gave me a death threat. And I'm not, scared to death. Oh, shit. Anyway, now, I'm not talking about the politics anymore. I'm too annoyed watching John Kerry from Martha's Vineyard on the water telling me how he's so helpful. With that John Edwards. Where'd that devil go? Naughty devil. Anyway, now, the guy was taking photos of teachers in Raleigh. Do you remember that last year? And I simply shared his photos, like I shared his Facebook post. I can't even remember his name. Let's say his name was Tim Arnold. Tim Arnold shared these pictures. Well, Tim Arnold got just attacked. It makes sense that Tim Arnold would have been attacked, right? He's sharing pictures of teachers drinking beer on the mall. So they send me these messages. You can't do that. We're getting death threats. One, you're not getting death threats. And two, yes, I can do that. People, if you share something on Facebook and you don't want it shared, then don't put it out there. Right? It's crazy. I have yet to find somebody that says, gosh, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. Instead, it's like, me, poor me. They're going to kill me because I'm such an asshole. Anyway. I have gotten a lot of messages about lots of teachers got their new iPads from our superintendent this week. I've yet to find one person that is happy to have gotten a new iPad. That makes me sort of sad. When $6 million of your tax money went to pay for them and no one wanted them. $6 million is a lot. Like, we don't have working showers at our high school. Think of what $6 million could do. iPads, but no raise. No, some people did get a raise. Didn't some people get like $30 for the year? I saw that. Anyway. Love my new iPad. Mary Elizabeth Walker loves her new iPad. Have you already started your testing, Mary Elizabeth Walker? Drew, if you get too many pencils, you have to share them. So there's one person that loves her new iPad. If you don't want something to show up on social media, don't do it. And it's not like I seek out this stuff. People send me messages. Y'all have spies if you act bad. 32 years experience. I got $24 raise. That's enough to go to Ruby Tuesday for the early special. You know who uses the iPad? My kid. Well, now, I do believe that. Let's see. What else were we going to talk about? I made a note. What does that say? Oh, John Kerry on Martha's Vineyard. I already talked. My county just got iPads 2 years ago. I busted my butt with some other PTA members to raise $5,000 for iPads a few years ago. I mean, busted my butt for a year. That's the weird thing, that even the Department of Technology at DPI, they're like, nobody, we could have told them, I don't know if they said this, but they would have said it. Not really many people needed iPads. It's called bribes. Anyway. Smokey Robinson, talked about that. Clinton, photos of teachers. Yeah, we talked about that. Oh, I know what we have not talked about. I'm in year 8. People from 7 to 15 got something. Robin Lee Sutton has sent me 22 photos. Those photos better be of like those Martians that landed years ago. Who were they? Do you remember? Anyway, my parents. So my mother started radiation this week, which was good. My dad, his teeth are wired shut. I do need braces. And it's disgusting how y'all are judging her. Oh, Derek, I am not judging her. I just said she wasn't crying. That's just a fact. Like, you didn't jump or you weren't running or... That's not a judge. Anyway, sorry, it's not. Now, I'm not judging my dad either, but he can still bitch me out with his teeth shut up like this. If someone threatens to kill you, call law enforcement. Does anybody really worried that they're going to be killed? Why is John Kerry still talking? Oh my gosh, I've never seen such a place. Anyway, my dad said we used his grill and we did not clean it. More like an opinion. An opinion, not crying? Crying means tears. So if I say she was not crying, she wasn't. There were no tears. I mean, that's a fact. How can that be an opinion? She didn't feel sad. Now that's an opinion. Or she was angry. That's an opinion. She shed no tears. Not an opinion. Fact. Now, so my dad, we didn't clean the grill. Do people clean the grill? I don't even think we used the grill. And I said, Dad, I don't remember using the grill. Except when Vivian Howard was here and cooked corn. You could bitch her out. He was like, it was grease. You cooked hamburgers. I really don't think we did. But anyway, that's fine. Now, but then yesterday, I'd rather hear about your dad. So he texts me at 2. We're in Kinston. We're going to be at the condo at 4. Inference observation. Thank you, Drew. And we need help unloading our stuff. Get your ass up here. So I'm on the beach, and I'm thinking to myself, it doesn't take 2 hours to get from Kinston to Atlantic Beach. But anyway, he's off on the time. So at 3:45, I text and say, where are y'all? Well, we're here. So I take a very happy Amos, who weighs 33 pounds, and I carry him all the way up the stairs from the beach, past the pool, to the condominium to help carry up their stuff. No stuff to be carried up. I come upstairs, I said, where's the stuff? Well, thank God Russell was here with the twins. They carried up the stuff. Thank God they were here. I said, Dad, you don't thank God for that. You thank God like when you've been swept out to sea and a Navy ship comes by. Those were groceries. Like, I could have carried them in 15 minutes. Well, your mother wouldn't let me text you. I said, well, I wish you would have texted me not to come because I drug Amos up here. Now he's pissed and wants to get in the car. I mean, Lord help me. That's just parents. Mine are the same. Oh, my God. You can never do right. I know. I hope I don't do that to my children. Do I? I mean, it's exhausting. They are... Not my mother, though she a little bit. She sent me this thing. Oh, God, I can't even get into it. She sent me this text and was like, I think you should write about this. And it was about why some USA Today article had the 25 worst cities to live in, and Rocky Mount, where I'm from, was one of them. You need to write about this. And I was like, Mom, did you look at why they said it? They make the stat like based on the number of 4-year-olds in school. Anyway. I mean, I can't do anything about that. Would I use those reasons to list a place is terrible to live? No. But anyway, God. So now my parents have gone fishing. And then we're going to take the boat out. My mother can't do anything for herself other than pour vodka and cranberry. Well, I mean, we cooked last night. My mom, made enough baked beans to feed, 80 people at a homeless shelter. Which, do people eat baked beans? I don't even like baked beans. Do you think McCain really planned his funeral? He didn't any plan that, what his daughter said. I could find no evidence of that. Anyway, I don't think so. I think he did want it to be bipartisan. I mean, why else would he have asked Obama to speak? I mean, I think that was intentional. And I think he was just trying to piss off Donald Trump. Which sort of was funny. I mean, it tickled me. Doesn't mean that... Oh, anyway, my husband loves baked beans. Anyway, I don't eat baked beans. I hear somebody. You never told me to blah, blah, blah. So... now we got 8 pounds of baked beans in there. And then I'm going to be forced to eat the baked beans. Don't forget, we have baked beans. And then we have all this leftover food. And she says, well, Dad's going to cook a tenderloin. And you can just take it home. I can just eat a huge slab of meat. Well, that might be a good way to start my diet. I'm taking my scale home, too. I'm scared to get on it, but I'm taking it home. Okay. I got to go see if Amos is awake. We went to bed late. But your dad can't chew. I know, but he likes to cook still. But then he won't sit around while you eat. I guess he can't watch people eat. I don't know. It's exhausting. He doesn't have anything else to do. I do like tenderloin. But I mean, these people are tired. Tiring. Anyway. John Kerry is still talking. He must have called in a favor to CBS. Don't y'all think? How long will his mouth be wired shut? It's be 2 weeks on Monday, so he has 4 more weeks. Oh my gosh. It's not helping, though, his attitude, just in case you're wondering. Good morning, Melanie. I was sort of looking forward to the break. This week I'm going to take my mom to radiation, and now she's like, well, we're going to take Dad to the dentist, too. Oh, can he watch my children? If you want him to critique your children, yes, he can. Drew Lockridge is taking over my post. Drew Lockridge, you're going to be in big trouble. You better do something, like send me another cup. How does he eat? He has a straw. And he doesn't have this tooth right here because he's getting implants. Annette was with Warren Beatty at the funeral. So he puts the straw through there. It's sort of scary. You ought to see the children. My mother won't let me take a picture. I was thinking I need to interview Dad. Maybe I could start that. My husband had his teeth wired shut, and we would grind food, and he would suck it through a straw. Yeah, that's what they're doing. You don't want their mouth wired shut. I mean, I'd kind of like mine wired shut. But he doesn't look any thinner. Wasn't the funeral beautiful? Whose funeral? John McCain's or Aretha Franklin's? Her music was better. But yes, it was a very nice funeral. And I loved everyone in it and how they spoke. And I thought it was a real showing of love and sentiment. Yes, I did. And that's all I'm going to say about that. One way to lose weight. Okay, I got to get out of here. Still, the best thing that I've watched is Harry's wedding. Oh, that was good. Wish there was something else good like that coming on. I should have set up a desk and done a commentary the whole time. That would take a lot of time, though. I tell you what, I got work to do. You people, I mean, I don't have time to sit around and shoot the shit. I got to get ready for these talks. I do. I don't ever want to go do a talk and have somebody be like, well, she sucked. No sirree. Grind tenderloin. No, he can't. That's too tired. with a headpiece, like a news report. Yes, 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 yes. Have fun on the boat. I know, Paula Scott. I was just talking about washboards. I like that. Yes, we will have fun on the boat. Going on the boat is a lot of effort. Good effort. It's also sort of warm. And my children like to fight, which is fun. Beth Smith, she gives great talks. And Beth Smith does great paintings. Beth Smith watercolors. She did a very large one of Amos that is my most favorite piece of art in my house, in case anybody's wondering. It's really good. Like, really good. Anyway. Carry on. Don't forget to send Drew his pencils. Did your kids have a good first week? I think so. Yeah, I think they did. Come back to talk in Raleigh. Oh, I am talking in Raleigh at the McKinnon Center for the Junior League. That'll be a good one. What shall I say? Oh, God. I might have to wear my pajamas for that one. It's in November, Caroline. My schedule makes me nervous as a cat. I think this year I'm trying to do more talks like in a week, and I think that week I have 4 instead of being gone every single week. But I mean, it'll take me a whole week to recover, and it'll take me a long time to prepare, so it might not have been a good idea. Anyway, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Carry on, people. Good luck to you. Ooh, I know I've talked more than 30 minutes. You know, I hate to do that because nobody likes to listen to all that blah, blah, blah. Goodbye. Have a good day.